My life is a mess right now.
Good things come to you when you're out in the cold, Kathy.
You keep it.
Looking there pretty bad. You want me to get behind you and push? Huh?
Hello there, my name is Chris. You're watching Cinemaniac Central. Now let's review Hot Frosty. This is the new Netflix original that stars Lacey Chabert and Dustin Milligan. The way I see it, this is like a rom-com version of the Jack Frost tale. Only it's flipped. In 97, we got this horror version where this killer is turned into a snowman by way of toxic acid. In 98, we got the Michael Keaton version, who plays a musician who turns into a snowman because his son plays this harmonica that he gave him. Here, we have this muscular snowman that actually looks like a man. It's not a traditional snowman that comes to life by way of a scarf. And so Lacey Chabert's character plays Kathy. And she is the owner of a diner who is a widow who lost her husband 2 years earlier. And so now she's pretty much in a rut with her life. She's kind of lost the will to love and feel a whole lot. But she's still trying to make it. She's the owner of this diner. And so she allegedly makes this snowman come to life. And so now he is played by Dustin Milligan, who basically, he doesn't know where he is. He just knows that he's a snowman, and that in his own naive way, he's able to help her with her life. And in return, he is also helping this small town of Hope Springs with different projects and stuff that they have going on. So yeah, when I heard about this movie, I was like, yeah, this is just like another typical run-of-the-mill, Hallmark holiday movie, which I'm fine with. I love Hallmark movies. I've mentioned this before. I love Hallmark Christmas movies. I love some of the Christmas movies that Netflix has put out. My favorites being the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. By the way, if you've never seen the Christmas Chronicles, highly recommend that one. Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus. I think he makes one of the best Santa Clauses, in my opinion. Not quite as good as Tim Allen's, or up there with Doug Seal from Ernest Saves Christmas, but he's pretty close. So yeah, Kurt Russell, great in that. Also, the Princess Switch movies. I love the Princess. Vanessa Hudgens, she plays dual roles in the first two movies. I think there's 3 of them. The third one, she plays 3 roles. I think that one was a little too overboard with that one, but I still enjoyed it. When I heard the title of this movie, I was like, Hot Frosty. That sounds so ridiculous, crazy, but you know what? It makes sense because that's what Dustin Milligan's character is. He's a snowman, call him Frosty, and he's hot. What can I say? And that's one of the gimmicks in this movie, though. That's one of the things that actually kind of heat plays a part in his character because he cannot get hot. He cannot be hot because he's supposed to stay cold. And throughout the movie, he's kind of constantly complains about how hot he is in certain environments. So he has to stay in cool areas to stay cold. So, but yeah, having seen this, I gotta tell you, I think Netflix has a winner on their hands. Call me crazy. Check out my critic list profile. I put my little brief review on there. My rating, I put 100%. Most excellent. I love this movie. I love this. I'm just gonna say right up front, got no negatives with it. Anybody can say, the obvious negative for other people would be, it's sentimental. It has that Hallmark aesthetic, But I'm not even going to mention that as my negative because it's not, because I love that. But yeah, it's sentimental, it's cheesy, but it has heart. It has heart to it, and that's what I loved about it. It's, first off, performance-wise, Lacey Chabert's character. Lacey Chabert is great in this movie, I haven't seen a whole lot of her other Hallmark movies that she's done, because she's done quite a bit of them, and I've seen a few of them. But she's great in this, and also there's a cool little Mean Girls reference in this movie as well. Early on, I thought was actually pretty cool. but yeah, I thought she was great in this. Dustin Milligan, honestly, he's the standout. He plays Jack, which he calls himself Jack because he finds these overalls, these mechanic overalls that he finds, and so he just takes on the name Jack because he doesn't have an actual real name because he's a snowman. But yeah, I really liked his performance. I thought he was a standout. He has this energy about him that he just kind of delivers all throughout the movie through his performance and through his character, and I loved it. I thought it was great. How he, his chemistry with Lacey Chabert and his chemistry with everybody else in this town that he interacts with. I thought he was great there. Easily the biggest standout in the movie. But you have an amazing supporting cast. You have Katie Mixon, which I really adore. I loved her on American Housewife. I hated that got canceled. But she's also in Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. I thought she plays like the local doctor, so she's really good. But you also there's another standout character for me that's not quite as good as Dustin Milligan, but Craig Robinson is in this, and he plays the local sheriff, and his character cracked me the hell up because he just blows everything out of proportion. This is a small town. There's a small town. The population is not very big, and crime is happening. He treats every crime that happens, even no matter how small it is, as it's a big deal. Like it's the big city or some shit. And it's just hilarious how and this one thing happens. This store gets broken into, glass breaks, some overalls get stolen, and some galoshes get stolen, and he just makes a big deal out of it. Even when the glass gets replaced, he's still determined to find the culprit. And so it's just funny. His character he plays this character so over dramatic, but I loved it. I loved it. So yeah, but yeah, I thought that was great. Great casting. You also have Joe Trulio from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Lauren Holly is in this too. And just the story, the overall story, about him, while he's trying to help her, she's this whole time she's trying to help the snowman, keep him cool, keep him from melting and everything. Same time she's doing it, he's helping her and with her life and things that she's dealing with and everything. And just, you care about this relationship that they kind of create. And that's what I thought was kind of cool about this, is that, it's a concept that starts out similar, with the whole snowman thing, coming to life or somebody becoming a snowman. But they create a story and build on that in their own way. And I really like that. And just like I said, the chemistry between Kathy and Jack is great. And then, of course, what's great about it also is that you care about his character. You care about his character. That he's a snowman, so eventually he's gonna melt. At least he has until Christmas is over and it gets warm again. He has to stay in warm places. He's gonna melt eventually. So you kind of care. Now, yeah, the story is predictable because this is a Hallmark. This is that type of movie. You kind of know it's gonna have a happy ending. And so that might be one thing that kind of draws people away because it's the same kind of ending as everything else. But I don't give a shit. The journey getting there is great. Characters are likable, funny, heartwarming, emotional. It has the Christmas aesthetic, the Christmas cheer. It makes you feel kind of warm and toasty inside, to be honest with you. And I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't get emotional, because I did. Toward the end, I got emotional, because that's just the way I am. And so, but yeah, I love this. I think this is one of the best Christmas-related content that Netflix has put out in recent years, aside from like the Christmas Chronicles and Princess Switch. I'm sure there's some more out there that I may have seen that I've seen. I can't remember, but I'm just living the moment right now, and I'm just saying, if you're a fan of those types of movies, highly recommend checking it out. If you're a Lacey Chabert fan, check it out. If you anything he's now Dustin Milligan, excuse me. Apparently I have seen some movies that he has been in, but it's been years and years, so I can't remember exactly. But now I kind of want to go back and rewatch some of that because I thought he was fantastic here, and so I want to revisit some of those movies that he was in, whether they're smaller roles or bigger roles. So definitely gonna do that. But yeah, Hot Frosty on Netflix. Definitely recommend it. Check it out if you're a sucker for those types of movies. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Hot Frosty. I'm going to give Hot Frosty, I mean, like I said, 100% on my critic list. I'm going to go all out, man. 10 out of 10. Hot Frosty is fucking 10 out of 10. I don't care who knows it. That's how I feel. So, yeah, I love it. Go check it out. That's just my thoughts on Hot Frosty. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Did it make you emotional like it did me? Probably not, but I loved it, and I love you guys. Also, I'll have a playlist of all of my holiday related content up here somewhere. You can check that out. So, yeah, I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you next time.